You want to talk about me getting arrested?
Yeah.
We can go ahead and jump into that one.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah.
Well, so I have a notes page that I keep for the show, and I have had one question on there for you that I wrote down probably like 2 fucking years ago.
He's not going to answer any hooker questions.
It's not related to that. No, it's a music question.
Okay. Yeah.
That like I'm probably stoned and was listening to music and just wanted to know you personally. Are you surprised that ZZ Top ever bothered to learn how to play instruments?
Whoa.
They just seem so fucking chill that like the idea of them like practicing and like learning chords. It's unimaginable to me.
That's kind of their bag is like guitar. Like that's kind of their biggest deal. So.
No, I mean they're amazing at it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say like if you just saw someone that like did that much not giving a fuck, I would assume they don't give a fuck about anything. And yet it's apparent that they do give a fuck intensely about playing guitar, and that is shocking to me. I didn't know if it was shocking to you.
It's not shocking to me, TC.
Okay.
The only reason is because women.
Yeah.
That helps. That's the only reason I ever picked up guitar. And that and the love of music.
yeah.
But no, I mean like. I guess I've never really thought about it that way. But no, it is not shocking to me that they picked up instruments.
Do you realize how quickly his career would be over if he said no?
If I just shit on ZZ Top right here and
this is like
I'm not shitting on ZZ Top. I'm just saying like it is like looking at them whenever they were like 11. Like the idea that like any of them like had a hobby. Like the kind of kids that like they're good enough that they were probably practicing every day and like
Yeah, but hold on. This shit applies to sports too, right? It's just the same shit as like how, any dude in here would fuck A-Rod, but that dude was out there grinding when he was like twice exactly. He was out there grinding when he was like 13. Like even though he's like super cool and he's very good looking, like those dudes are still out there,
I also think like
practicing a lot.
I also think like skill set level outside of guitar, it was either that or like digging ditches. So
yeah,
I know what I mean.
Are you talking about ZZ Top still, or is that? Was that a racist joke?
No, that was also for me too. Like I think that's my other out of this is delivering pizzas or
40
playing
and
music.
30.
So.
But anyways, set the scene. Can we? Is it okay if we just say that your smash hit single "Suit in the Back" is based on a specific incident? We would like to talk about that incident.
I think the first thing to say is that last time we had him on, it had already happened, and we were legally not allowed to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that song is called "Suit in the Back" because don't hide your drugs in the suit coat pocket in the back of the van, or else you get a felony charge. Was much too long of a title.
Yeah, but accurate nevertheless.
Yeah, no, that you kind of brevity goes a long way.
Yeah,
that song's about getting arrested on felony charges for in the great state of Texas. I don't know if y'all are familiar with weed concentrate. Yeah, a few fans.
One guy was like,
hell yeah.
did it hands down?
Well,
Narelle's not going to arrest you.
we're not cops,
buddy. I'm with you.
But apparently that shit is super illegal here, and even more so illegal than weed, to the extent where they charge it as a felony. It's charged the same as methamphetamine. It's charged the same as cocaine.
Makes total sense.
It's charged higher than fentanyl. I could have been on some fentanyl. I'm wasting my time with fucking weed concentrate, I could have got the same charges. But essentially we were on tour with Chris Stapleton, heading to Lubbock, Texas. And that's a weird city to cheer for back there, but that's all right. But we got pulled over about an hour short of Lubbock, Texas, because our inspection sticker on our trailer was crooked, which is apparently an egregious offense in Snyder, Texas.
It was within the correct time,
Sure.
but just, whenever they put it on,
looked a little sketchy.
dropped the right corner a bit.
Didn't you get hit for not well lit enough?
Yeah. My license plate light was not out, but they just wished it had been a little brighter.
Yeah, me too. I was telling you that over and over.
Yeah.
Light it up.
But we get pulled over, and our bass player at the time, who was not very familiar with his individual civil rights,
Uh-huh. Have you made him take the class since?
No, I had to take those classes for him.
I just imagine you standing up there like, you do not have to talk to them.
Yeah.
You do not have to let them search the vehicle.
When he asked if he could search a vehicle, he, instead of saying, "Am I being detained?" "No, you cannot. I need a warrant." He said, "What are my options?"
You've already lost, pal.
Let me tell you what your options are at this point, buddy. It's those two guys in the back that look nervous as hell are pulling right out of the van. And he found Dave hid his in his sock.
Uh-huh.
Dave had this theory that you can't find it in the sock, but they found it.
Feels like
And then,
a loosely tested theory.
Stuffed mine. This is less. We're talking less than a gram. I'm talking like a couple of green peas size worth of
Little
marijuana
shatter.
wax.
Yeah.
And they pulled everybody out of the van, searching everything. And this police officer, this state trooper at the time, I don't think I'm allowed to say his name, but I would sure love to.
Definitely. Hey, whoa, wait.
No, but yeah, no.
Is he the governor now?
No. But he actually said to us.
Is he the mayor of South Bend, Indiana now? And I gotta
He told us
I
before.
can't stop doing that shit, man. Every morning when I wake up.
I've never done it once.
It's a good dance.
It's a pretty good dance.
He told us before he even found anything that he was going to search our vehicle so long that there's no way we're going to make our show that night.
Not a friendly thing to say.
So, that's encouraging. And at this point, I think I'm still going to get away with it. I'm like, he hadn't found it yet. Like, it's back in the suit in the back. And we should be good. And before he finds it, he proceeds to take all the guitars out of the trailer.
That's super good. That's good for him, though, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's great.
Let him breathe.
Let him breathe a little bit. And then he sets him face down on the asphalt.
Oh.
Rips all the backing out of the. He's like, they hide him in the backing. That's where they hide it. Like, he's got this rookie ride-along cop with him too that he's definitely showing off for. He's like, you got to rip the backs out. That's where they hide all the stuff. And I'm like we have keys on us traveling to Lubbock on a Chris Stapleton tour.
Yeah, like whenever you just want a easy joint to relax after the show, you definitely take off the lining.
Yeah, you
of your
rip out the
guitar.
backing of your $250 guitar
Yeah.
case and just slam it back there. But he eventually found it, and so Dave and I are sitting there in handcuffs, and not having a great time.
Hold on. How did he first identify that it just you and Dave?
Well,
Like, how did unnamed other band member skate on this out of the gate?
Well, he asked whose it was, and Dave and I are not about to let the other guys in the band don't smoke. So, like, what shred of a conscience I have left did not allow me to be like, it's all of ours. Let's all go to jail for this, Like,
that's honorable.
So
I do. I mean, like, you're here now, and like you never like got raped in jail or anything. So I don't know that I'm here to.
We haven't got to that part yet.
Here to criticize your thought process, but I think that you have a shot if you don't. Like, if at no point you say like it's mine, like. I believe the Corby got off once by just like everyone around pointing fingers at each other, and they were like, "Well, we don't know whose it is. Can't pin them down."
See, my thought on that is that just everybody goes.
Yeah, and I think that if
yeah.
everybody if everyone's just like, I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, but you want to talk about a band killer right there? Is everybody goes to jail for my drugs?
Yeah, that's true. He's
Sounds pretty
got
bad.
morale to consider.
Yeah. No, like I said, I would hope you don't have like major regrets because.
I mean, mainly just the 3 years of probation.
Yeah, but you made it through.
I'm on the other end, so that's good.
You can talk about it in public, like you won.
Let me tell you the funniest part of this whole situation though was while I'm sitting there in handcuffs with David in handcuffs to the rest of the band members are in like a culvert on the side of the road.
Jay?
We have people.
That's where they found Adam Walsh's head.
We have.
Or was it his body without his head? It was just the head, yeah.
That's
America's most wanted rest of the body.
And I want to say, quick timeout.
Sorry, that only
we
made
do
me
have Brick
laugh.
here, who I'm sure knows a lot more about all this shit than you and I do. If you would like to come up and
Yeah, let's get Brick up here.
another person who's been on the side of the road with a cop.
Let's get the road homie up here.
Asking, is this yours?
Jesus
I
Christ.
got a mic for you right there.
This is now the podcast for
Being the white guy in the rap group, it's always mine.
the podcast for touring felons.
Yes.
It's just
Not convicted though. Well,
Do you like my idea of just saying no? Like I've never heard of that. What's marijuana?
No, that is a pussy way out. You can't do that to your friends.
yeah.
Okay.
The best
all
thing,
right.
if you are gonna do anything, don't say anything. Turn into a clinical mute.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if that's the like if you do that, then everyone's getting taken away
No,
anyways.
because you're gonna fuck up my lie that I'm telling them.
prisoner's
That's
dilemma.
true.
Yeah. Don't snitch on me.
Okay.
But let me tell you the funniest part of this is while we're being arrested and the state trooper and his rookie ride-along cop that he's trying to impress are still rifling through the van, he starts going through my backpack. And I was like, oh, backpack. Running through my head, I was like, oh, backpack, not great. Stuff in the backpack, for sure. Like, I'm already arrested. This is... Okay, let's see how this goes. And in my backpack, I had 3 grams of mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But let me tell you something,
Like,
kids.
that goes wrong. Like that's a decade without seeing the outside world.
Yeah, that's a second felony over there.
Yeah.
So he pulls him out, and the rookie ride-along cop goes, whose sage is this? And like David looks at me in handcuffs, and like I look at him, and I was like, oh, that's mine. I'm very superstitious. I like to sweep the rooms before we play them.
Fuck yeah.
And David just turns his back to me. He's like, there's no fucking way that works. Like, but he said it was sage. So let me teach you a little something, kids. Grind up your mushrooms.
Yeah.
Because if those had looked like mushrooms, my ass would have gotten a second felony. But because I'm smart enough and ground them up into little tiny pieces, he thought it was sage.
Yeah.
So,
And you say
Little
we
sage
teach you
powder.
nothing.
You can also consume more when it's
but yeah,
grinded up.
there you go. There's just a lot of benefits to grinding up your mushrooms.
Now, see,
Just telling you.
that's what Rick's focused on.
Right.
Yeah.
Consumption.
So
I mean, let's be safe, but also let's get fucked up.
Agreed.
They take the 2 of you, and they let the other 2 go.
Correct.
And now you're in like Snyder,
Scurry County Prison. Yep.
Scurry County.
This is also a well-known speed trap. When coming back from Texas Tech, you get pulled over in Snyder. That's where you always get the ticket. So this has kind of been a long-known racket. But yeah, we go to Scurry County Prison. We get booked in, and that's when we become aware of the fact that our charge is now a felony charge. I was like, I've got busted with some weed. We'll get out of here. This will be fine. I'm out some money.
Miss a show.
You see him, yeah. We thought at this point we were still going to be able to make the show. If we get bailed out, we had just gotten a shitload of money from a record contract in our terms.
Hey,
The most money-
you boys are going out on the road. Here's
most
a
money
little
we'd ever gotten.
spending money for
Well,
you.
we had just finished our record
Don't spoil your dinner.
and paid for it all ourselves. So like the record deal we got gave us money for the record, which we'd already spent. So we split that up like fucking gangsters and had a wealth of cash on us at the point. I was like,
That's
I'll
wonderful.
bail out of here. I'll be out of here in no time.
Yeah.
And then you look up and see that it's a felony charge. You're like, might be a little longer. Like, this is gonna be a little bit longer of a deal here.
Man, that fucking sucks.
And we get in there, and I'm not gonna say his name because I'm assuming he's still pending charges. But we met fucking Jail Yoda. Dave and I get in there, and surprise, there's only one other person in Scurry County Prison, and we're all in the same cell. And his name is Rashid. And he is in there for the exact same charge as David and I, right? David and I had been in there for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, as long as it takes to get booked in. And we go in there, and he's like, what's y'all's charge? So he's like, told us exactly what our bail would be, exactly what our bond would be. Like, this is what's going to happen. He's like, y'all will be out in 3 hours. And I was like, oh, tight. That's awesome. I was like, how long you been here? And he's like, 3 days.
Oh, fuck, man.
I was like, well, what's your charge? He's like, exact same as yours. I was like, motherfuck.
What was different?
I can tell you what was different, TC. The main difference was that he was a black person and I was a white person. So this motherfucker has the exact same charge as we do, possession of a controlled substance under 1 gram, state jail felony, and they wouldn't allow him to call his bail bonds person. They had to call this lady that was their cousin that worked at this jail for him to get bailed out, who charged way more money than anyone else.
Yeah.
We had cash on us, so we got to get bailed out. They wouldn't let him call somebody else, and he sat in there for 4.5 days.
Fuck, man.
We were out in 3 hours. Like, you always know about the discrepancy, but seeing it firsthand is goddamn jarring.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, motherfuck, you've been in here for this long, and you're still not getting out before we get out. Like, unfucking believable. Fuck Skirt County.